everyone, and welcome to Divine Secret Tarot. I know it's been a while since I actually posted a proper reading, and the one thing that I kept getting was the Divine Masculines want to share something special to the Divine Feminines. Now, this is for those people who probably haven't even heard from their masculines lately, or it's the masculines have been in a energy of solitude. Now, I'm seeing that as the divine feminines are really coming into their own, there is a lot of balance, a lot of calm, a lot of tranquility. I mean, amongst everything that has gone on, there is a lot in terms of um, there is a lot in terms of grounding energy. I feel that the feminines have really put a lot of effort into grounding their energy. And what I'm seeing here is the masculines are thinking of you, even if they're not communicating. So there is a couple of messages here. It's basically saying that during this holiday type period, obviously, this is a general reading. Take the energies that resonate, leave the rest. We embody masculine and feminine energies, but because there's been a lot of reflection for the masculines who have lost a lot of people they've loved, they keep up their boundary and border, and it really knocks them when you come in their vicinity, feminines. When you come in their vicinity, it's a mirror, and the mirror sometimes it shows both the feminine and masculine type of energy, right? Yeah, so what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling regarding this energy for the feminines is you've activated the masculine in a light and dark way, and that's a good thing, right? It's like they are now mirroring the light and dark aspects of you. Um, it's going to highlight their own imperfections, but also their soul purpose, which is incredible, but it's also very dark and um, highlights the imperfections of the masculines. So, as the masculines are going through this type of feeling like they've lost a lot of people that they loved, so they keep a distance or they keep their guard up, it's really about their own fears of rejection and abandonment to real love, true love. And as I mentioned in a previous reading, not that long ago, it was talking about not having the sensation of knowing what true love is. And so, as the feminines have come into recent contact or even astral communication, masculines are actually having this projected onto them. And feminines, you're not doing anything wrong. This is a good thing. This is good that the masculines have the ability to see their own light and dark energies reflected back to them. And so it's understanding that there is a bigger purpose here, there is a bigger picture here, and that as a feminine, you are a projection that is being mirrored back to your masculine. And that's why there is this sense of hopelessness. There may be this sense of pushing away, but it's also understanding that this is one of the reasons why twin flames end up getting activated. Now, I know that some of you are listening because you've got a soul connection. Some of you are listening because there's a twin flame connection. Some of you are listening and it's none of the above. And you just have this strong feeling that you are getting closer to the sense of awakening. And when you're in this energy of unconditional love, you're actually coming into connection with source energy. And source energy actually allows you to really align with higher love, with God, with spirit, with your divine counterpart, because you do have one in this lifetime. And the fact is the feminines are probably feeling a little bit hurt and abandoned, that the masculines may have lost their way. You might have struggled to show up for the masculines, and you're probably thinking, well, how can I have how can I open myself up to these communications? Because you are feeling a little bit hurt and abandoned. But I think that this feeling has like come and gone quite quickly. You might have been left on red most recently. You might have just kind of eyed up social media, what's happening, what's going on. But it's almost as if it's like you're getting that out of the way, feminines, because you're going to experience a big, big breakthrough. And I feel that the feminines are really tuning into the masculines in the astral. Like you're really stepping into a higher sense of love, and the masculines are not responding on purpose because it's not only struggling with karmic issues, but also this level of purging that needs to continue in the meantime, right? So it needs to continue during this very specific time. Now, what I'm feeling is, even though that has come and gone, a lot of feminines, even during separation, you are content with where you are. You are fully anchored in the 3D, but also you've got an anchor in the 5D. And it's not saying you're half in, you're half out. It's basically saying you are so present in the 3D that you actually are at peace with where you are on your journey. Also at peace with not knowing what's coming next. That is true meditative, tranquil, peaceful state, right? When you're anchored in the 5D, it's almost as if you're not worried about how things will work out for you because you're in this element of faith and peace that you haven't really experienced before now. This is about the 3D unions for the collective. People are getting into union. There are parties here that are aware of the true nature of the connection. And what you're feeling is this peace, this resilience that you know what is for you is completely yours. And this is why it's so important to not take the silence, the quietness as personal, because you're both going through things that trigger one another. You need to be in this state of peace and kind of like taking yourself out of social media just for now and really being present. But I've also, as I was shuffling, we've seen the Four of Wands here. So it's almost as if as the feminines are communicating with the masculines in the 5D, acknowledging this union is solid. Like I've just seen the Emperor and the Empress just pop up on my screen. For me, what I'm seeing here is the feminines are feeling this understanding that I need to be present in the right now. Whatever is happening is always going to be for the highest and good because I've been here before. But now I'm learning how to trust this phase. This is a period of separation in order for both of you to see the light within yourselves and within each other. You're elevating your spirituality. I've just had a notification just to say that you are on this right path. And not only that, you're building your pillars of foundation. You're speaking to your spiritual teams, your ancestors, your guides, your gods, your animal spirits. You are feeling so grounded because you are moving mountains, feminines. And you know what? Even scratch that, you are the mountain. Any of you resonating with all of this goddess energy, have a look at the goddess reading. I'll click it on the link right at the end of this video. But basically, as you're staying in the present moment, feminines. I know this is a divine masculine reading, but I'm getting a heavy feminine energy because you're staying in the present energy, but you're also acknowledging that you are already in union, living this tranquil, beautiful life with your masculine, and your masculine's communicating this with you in the astral. And it's not saying that you're delulu and you're imagining things. Remember, if there is a desire in you, it will transpire and it is happening in an alternate dimension. You're just trying to align that in the 3D reality. Just yesterday, And the lights are flickering just as soon as I said that. Because just yesterday I had a card literally outside my door. Guys, you can't make this up. Like, I walked out the door and there was the King of Pentacles, but on a normal card deck. And I'm like, I literally sent out a vibration. I declared it into the cosmos that I know he's committed. I know he's loyal to me, and I know he is mine. I know that we are there for one another. And it's just having my heart open in this uncertain time, acknowledging whatever emotions are coming about. And then the King of Pentacles literally just shows up on my door. And I'm like, that's more than symbolism. That's no coincidence, right? It's like, where did this card deck even come from? And I don't use normal cards. I use tarot cards. So I know what the normal card deck represents and means. It just goes to show that the spirit will give you signs. It will give you confirmations about where you are in your journey. And right now, which wherever you are, whether it's light, whether it's dark, whether it's spiritual awakening, whether it's peacefulness, whether it's chaos, everything is working out. And just as I split the deck, we've got the Two of Cups. So we've got the 1111, the Four of Wands, we've got the Two of Cups. It's almost as if to say that your masculine is waiting for you. Just as I said that we've got the Ten of Cups. Like, come on, you guys. Your masculine is waiting for you. It's because both of you had to ascend to a certain level on your own, but the next part of your connection, you need each other. You need to be with one another in order to ascend to another level. And some of you are really stepping into your purpose, your light worker, your healers, or your guides, or your coaches, and others who are completely not this. It's just saying that what are you giving to yourself at this time? Whilst in separation, or, maybe even in minimal communication, or for those of you who are in connection, what are you doing for yourself? Because even when you're in the connection, you're not one person. You've got two brains, you've got four eyes, you've got full arms. It's like your experiences will not be their experiences. So have a think about what you're doing for yourself in this current phase. And then also when you're in union, what are you doing for yourself in this phase? Because even when you're together, you still need time apart to recalibrate, to align with yourself. You need this solace and quiet. So Spirit's giving you an opportunity to do that now, before this actually comes into reality. I know the message just popped through. This is a lot of confirmation that we're getting via the phone. I normally don't have my phone with me, but there was something that I needed to check. So let's have a look at the divine masculine's energies regarding this waiting. What do we need to know first and foremost? I'll just shuffle one more time. What do we need to know the most regarding the masculines? What are they thinking? What are they feeling? What is going on in their current reality? And what do we need to know about where we are right now? So let me just pick all these cards back up because I made a right mess. And I'll just shuffle one more time. Thank you, angels, guardians, ancestors, and spirit team. What do we need to know about the divine masculines? Where is their hearts, thoughts, feelings? What is their current energy? What are they thinking? What are they feeling? What is their heart chakra? What is their biggest challenge? What is their next action? Current energies for the masculines, the Page of Swords, communication, conversation. They may even be having communication with their friends, families. I'm seeing again this older man. This older man who is having a conversation with masculines. Yeah, it's like this older man is having a conversation or is coming to have a conversation with the masculines about you, feminines. This could also be in the astral realm. This could be in a dream state, but I'm definitely getting that they're getting through a lot of conversation. What are they thinking at this time? The Six of Cups. Yeah, reunion. They're being nostalgic. They're thinking about the past. Oh my gosh, the notifications, you guys. I'm so sorry. Maybe that's definitely a confirmation here. They're thinking about you. They're having these nostalgic memories crop up about the two of you, about you in particular, about the past. I think that that's why I was saying at the beginning that they feel lost because they have lost people in their past and they don't want to lose you, so they keep you away instead. It sounds crazy, but I've been in that position, so it's not as crazy as it seems. And it's 12:23 on the 23rd of the 12th. Like you're both mirroring each other. You're both equal and opposite to one another. What's the heart space for the divine masculines at this time? Yeah, it's tied up. It's tied up in the illusions. We've got the Ace of Swords here. It's tied up in the uncertainty, the unknowing. It's having this ability to go, you don't need to keep yourself tied up to these illusions, to these thoughts, to these narratives. Like you can move past that. But the masculines are finding that this is a bit difficult at this time. And maybe that's why they're having conversations with an elder. It could be somebody in their past, it could be somebody as an ancestor, and it also could be somebody in their physical reality, which is an older. Yeah, somebody in this physical reality. Thanks, Spirit. But their heart space is kind of tied up. But this is an after tarot deck, so the heart space isn't so much tied up, it's actually being broken free by this divine masculine's guide, by the elder giving them advice on their heart space. That's quite interesting. Hmm. Okay, so we've had the current energies, we've had the thinking, we've had the heart space. What is it that the masculines wish to share regarding this current waiting energy? Oh my gosh, there's going to be celebration. There is definitely going to be celebration. There's going to be communication, there's going to be friendships, there's going to be it's I can feel like it's more of a pivot. It's going to happen so suddenly, and it's going to be like, well, wait a second, I was just single and alone and happy. And I was wondering what my divine masculine is doing, and now I'm with them and we're celebrating and we're with friends, and there's so much going on. Like, literally, I just feel like they see this vision for the both of you that they don't see you in the now. It's like it's almost like what about the possibility of us coming together in celebration? What is the biggest challenge for the masculines at this time? The Six of Swords. Our Six of Swords came up quite recently. The Six of Swords energy around the masculines is quite interesting. It's interesting because the Six of Swords has represented this fast-paced type of energy, this moving forward type of energy, but it's also saying that the challenge has been this transition. This current journey has been a challenge. It's been a challenge to heal, it's been a challenge to leave behind those difficulties. And there is calmness and alignment in the future, and obviously we're going to look at what's happening in the near future. But what I'm seeing here is the masculines have been struggling with embracing their emotional transitions. Now, masculines have been conditioned by society to be stoic, to be masculine, to be a provider, to stifle their emotions. And the Six of Swords represents this challenge that there has been resistance from the divine masculine to release such emotional baggage. And that's why I was saying that the Page of Swords is small communication, communication coming from their higher selves, from a trusted confidant about you, about this connection, because they've lost people in the past. It's really difficult for the masculines to release this type of emotional baggage, to actually embrace vulnerability. And masculines in the 3D do relish control. Like, that as a feminine, tapping into your masculine energy, you know, trusting that the outcomes will be fruitful, even when you don't know they will be, that's a challenge for the divine masculine archetype. And so the masculine does seek control, tries to look for certainty. They have been challenged to trust the process. And I feel like this is probably mirroring to a lot of feminines here. You know, the masculines need to grow into the surrendering to the flow of life rather than resisting it. And I feel like if you're a feminine and you're listening on behalf of your masculine, you probably had a lot of challenge around this surrendering to the flow of life, that you don't need to know what the outcome will be, that it will come to you. Having a masculine who has faced deep wounds that have been tied to rejection, that have been tied to failure, and even unmet expectations, feminines, you're going to know what that feels like. And that's why you are mirroring your masculine. And the Six of Swords is a reminder that you are carrying these burdens and that's inhibiting your progress. And it's saying that, yes, you need to prioritize your healing masculines. Yes, you need to be fully showing up for your purpose, but also for your relationships. But it's also saying that your feminines, your inner feminine, even masculines, will continue to guide you, will continue to find the divine feminine within himself and the external relationships. So you are going to have to accept the guidance and collaboration because that's going to strengthen your wholeness. You getting guidance from this elder is really going to help tap into your divine feminine energy. And that is the strength that you need to continue to feel whole. Now, masculines in the third dimension do want to step into this elevated sense of leadership, which is why they strive to become the emperor. But it also means that they need to have the blend of strength and compassion. This is a really great card to have as a challenge because it's saying that you can lead from a place of wisdom and clarity. You can learn from the difficulties and put them behind you and align yourself with this purpose-driven path as you come into a higher state of being. So, yes, it's about releasing the past, stepping into the unknown, trusting the process into your divine masculine's evolution. And as you're stepping towards this journey of embodiment, of balance, of empowerment, of purposeful energy, it's going to be supported by the connection with you feminines who are listening in. That is the broader mission in life. What a beautiful message. I'm so privileged that I got to channel that. So thank you so much, angels, guardians, ancestors, and team. Okay, let's move on. What is the near future? What is coming in for the near future for the masculines? Wow. Okay, this is awesome. We have the High Priestess, and I love the High Priestess for the masculine's near future position. It's so profound because it's signaling this deep period of introspection, spiritual awakening. You guys, if you have a stubborn masculine, they're going through this period of solitude of we had the hermit energy before, and I will have a look at what cards we have, but at the bottom of the deck, pardon me, and what we don't know. But right now, what we have is this period of quietness, this period of separation, this period of solitude is so beautiful because it is a period of deep introspection, deep spiritual awakening. This is a connection to your inner wisdom. And the reason why it's so important in the context of a divine masculine, it's saying, masculines, that when you seek advice and you move forward by embracing your divine feminine energy within via the Six of Swords, you are trusting your intuition and your inner guidance over the external validation. Yes, you need external validation. Yes, you have sought, you have been on the train of seeking other people's validation. You have been the person who is purely logical, purely action driven. But now what's coming in the near future is so friggin' big. My whole body is lighting up as if I've had fireworks bloom and blossom and ignite within me, because it's saying that your intuition, your hidden knowledge, your mysteries of the subconscious, because you're trusting your intuition, because you're going to be leading from your inner guide, this is where you find the answers within. But you need to be in the stillness and introspection for this to grow and balance out. And the biggest thing here is the balancing of masculine and feminine energies. This high priestess does embody the divine feminine energy, which I said earlier. We need the masculines to embrace the inner feminine. But it's also about excavating that emotional depth, that receptivity, qualities like patience, intuition, nurturing. This is bridging the gap between action, which is the divine masculine, and contemplation, which is the divine feminine. Now, this card just harmonizes those polarities and it enhances the ability to lead and love from a place of wholeness. But it also reveals that not everything is going to be shown to you at this time. Because you're a divine having a human experience, you don't need to know everything and you're not going to know all the answers at the same time. So, even though you're here to confront those unconscious patterns and suppressed emotions that we said earlier, you are going to have to go really deep into gaining clarity on those unresolved issues, masculines. What is your purpose? What is the purpose of relationships? Who are you? It's overcoming those fears. And you know what? It's trusting that you don't need to have everything immediately actionable all the time, that you can trust this divine timing. And what I'm also seeing is, because the high priestess is all about spiritual awakening, the spiritual awakening is more about drawing to practices that used to be unfamiliar. Like masculines probably weren't into spirituality or meditation or reflection, but that's being highlighted for their growth. I'm seeing that the masculines are moving away from this materialistic, ego driven pursuit and really seeking meaning beyond the surface. They are guided to higher wisdom. They probably are seeing you in their dreams. They're probably getting sign synchronicities. And as I literally said that, we've got mentors here. Your guide, your ancestors, that person who's going to have a conversation with you is going to be deeply impactful, masculines. And what I'm seeing here within relationships, that you are in connection with your divine feminine. That's why feminines, if you're listening and you're cross watching for masculines, you probably feel your masculines so heavily right now. And that's probably why you're in this grounded state of it will be whatever it's supposed to be, because I know that my person is my person and we are in union. So they are being led to their own needs, their own emotions, their own intuitions to honor their sacred feminine within. And listen to this, guys. I was going to check what is at the bottom of the deck, and we've got the Hierophant. Like, come on, you guys. This is the ultimate divine pairing. It's not just Emperor and Empress. It's you are in union in the 5D. You are in union. So if feminines that you've acknowledged that you are in union, you're in peace with that. That's why this card is setting you up to let you know that when you feel drawn to spiritual practices, when you are meditating, when you are in prayer, when you are attending spiritual gatherings, your person is right there with you, experiencing it with you at the same time. You don't need to miss your masculines in the 3D, because you are already together in the higher purpose, letting go of those ego driven validations. Recognize this journey is about your personal growth, but also you're honoring the wisdom between where you are right now. You're learning how to break free from these self limiting beliefs. You're in this balance between having this human experience and navigating through the spiritual path, and you're deepening your commitment to yourself. And that's where we had the overall energy of the Four of Wands, remember? Trust, integrity, mutual respect. That's what you're building, feminines. That's what your masculines are being pointed towards: loyalty, trust, integrity, commitment. And that is such a big message. What don't we know about this right now? The Death card. Come on, you guys. And right behind it, we got the Three of Pentacles. So this is the masculines needing to come into a higher level of foundations that they thought they needed to build the foundations, like have a house, have a good job, have a committed connection, blah, 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 in the external. It's not about that now. It's about laying to rest the past versions of themselves and bringing in more clarity for the vision ahead. And just as I said that, we have the Hermit card, the Magician, the King of Swords, and the Tower as I'm splitting the deck. All of these major signs are coming to them whilst they're in this quiet period. And while they're in this quiet period, they're reflecting on the connection, because you are the only person who's been asking them, what do you want? What is your dream? What do you want out of life? And that's why it's so impactful. I'm sending you guys so much love. Bye for now.